we're actually coming up.
I'm coming up.
Whoa. Do you have everything pulled up?
Oh, yeah.
Not that there's too much else. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, let's do it. S.
M.
Soup. Really nice little flowers over my shoulder.
I know.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to SMSoup, the #1 podcast with soup in the name, but not on the brain. I am Spencer.
And I'm Shelby.
Together, we're here to take you on a journey through life's biggest questions like, waiter, is everybody just cooked? Is everybody just lost it? Is everybody just too
Are we
far
lost
gone?
in the sauce?
Are they lost in the sauce? Maybe. Who's to say? Grogu's trying to fight Milady. Shelby, how are you?
I'm good. I'm pretty good. Very dumb thing to ride a high over, but I'm riding a high over our grocery trip this morning.
Good, yeah. Did just have an amazing grocery trip.
Where we literally needed 5 items. Needed, it's a strong word. Got 5 items.
We needed 1 item.
We got 5. And we somehow magically hit like the ultimate secret coupon situation.
We saved more money than we spent.
Yeah, which is crazy. Again, on 5 dumb random items.
Yeah.
So riding a high. I do feel like I've gotten a little crazy about grocery prices. Not so much that I heavily restrict us, but I have to check the price of them at all of our major grocery stores in the apps really quick. Just to make sure it's not worth it.
Yeah.
To check somewhere else.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm like more hyper aware because here's the thing. I know grocery prices go up.
Yeah.
And it's just one of those things where it's like until it really impacts, until it goes too far, you know, like ice cream is kind of a good example because we get ice cream regularly.
We're bougie bitches.
It's like we were just talking about it. I feel like very recently it was like $3.99 a gallon for the brand that we like to get at the place we normally get it.
Yeah.
Okay, because obviously prices are going to differ everywhere. So even talking about prices is like such an insane thing to do.
Yeah.
As long as it doesn't jump to like $10,
right.
I'm probably not going to notice enough.
Right.
To like raise a stink, which isn't inherently good or bad. And I feel like I've always been that way about most things at a grocery store. It's just like, I don't get this thing frequently enough, or I get it so frequently and the price change is so small on the grand scale that like at the end of my trip, what used to be a $120 trip is now $130 to $140 trip. And it's like, do you really notice that? Yes and no, I think, right? I feel like around this most recent election, people were so fucking insane about grocery prices and tried to gaslight people into like thinking that this is worse than it's ever been.
Yeah.
That I feel like I'm more hyper aware now to try and call out the hypocrisy. And I now feel like some things have gone up way more than like is what like is normally acceptable.
Sure.
You know? Because again, things are always going to go up. So I think it's asinine to sit here and be like, wow, I can't believe the price of ice cream went up. Welcome to capitalism and welcome to America. Like that's always going to happen.
Yeah.
Not that we should just roll over and die and let it happen, but like also your options are just like don't buy ice cream anymore or like be like, wow, this fucking sucks. And then pay the $5.
True.
So I don't know what it is, but yeah, I feel like I've been more hyper aware. And also just going back to the original thing where people were whining and bitching, like I said at the top, you can find a different price of things like no matter where you go. So going to the internet and posting your receipt is just the most smooth brain thing you can do.
Yeah.
Like literally just riling people up to rile them up because like then you actually look at like what it is that you bought and it's like you bought like super lean meat and you bought 13 rotisserie chickens and you bought prime rib and you're like, why is this over $100? This is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Thanks, Biden. This is Biden's America.
Yep.
He wants to take your meat.
Yep.
What was I bitching about?
We were just talking about grocery prices. And we were riding the high from our haul today.
Oh, but the other thing is...
Oh, no. It's too early for the sigh.
As everybody knows, I hate grocery shopping. Not in like a, I'm a man, I'm too good for it.
No, just like that. You say it every day, Spencer.
I mean, if anything, I actually enjoy going grocery shopping because it's like a thing that we do together and like the efficiency of like buying the sustenance that is going to sustain us for the coming weeks because we only shop once every 2 to 3 weeks normally. Like there's something fun about that and it's like a fun activity and like it's not so much of a chore that I hate it for those reasons. I hate grocery shopping because of other people.
The others.
The others, if you will.
Yeah.
And it just feels like every fucking time we go grocery shopping, no matter what, somebody is doing something that is just so asinine that it just pisses me off to no end and puts me in a bad mood for like the rest of the day. And today the thing was that somebody was trying to turn left to like come, they were turning left and then like they were going to be in the lane.
You're talking about the parking lot.
That is like in front of the store. And they were waiting to turn left because a bunch of people were crossing. I saw that they were waiting. And I was like, well, I'm not going to like prolong their waiting by us then also crossing because the timing would have been terrible. And it would have been perfect to like just like make them wait another 2 minutes,
right,
or whatever, right? I can sympathize with that. So it's like we're in no rush. I'll let them make their left, and then once they pass us, we can then cross. Like we're fine to wait. They've waited. We can wait. They fucking turn left and park directly in front of us, and then have the audacity to like look at us like we're the crazy ones. When it's like you saw us waiting here, you took your left because you saw us waiting. We gave you the window, and then you blocked us, and then they parked there to let the person out to do the presumably the grocery shopping, and then didn't move their car. And like that's a fire lane or whatever.
Sure, it's also just the public access to the store.
Like it just. I hate people so much. Like so much. Genuinely. I have such disdain for like the general population.
Oh my God.
Because so many people just like go through their life just so oblivious to how their actions, whether big or small, are impacting the other people around them.
Sure.
I feel like I'm always so hyper aware of like being in somebody's way and stuff like that it, like I have anxiety and like I feel bad as a human being when I'm blocking and impeding somebody's path, and people will just like serpentine their fucking shopping cart going 1.5 miles per hour while on their phone on speaker talking to somebody and just not paying attention to a fucking thing that they're doing, and they're not picking up a single thing in the aisle that they're just taking up. Grocery shopping shows me the worst in humanity. And that's why I hate it.
I would say driving shows the worst in humanity, but I hear what you're saying.
All right, I think I'm good.
You're good? You're done ranting for the day?
No, unfortunately. Are you going to ask me how I'm doing?
Spencer, how are you doing?
I'm good now.
Got it all out?
Got it all out.
That's good.
I'm back in my safe haven.
Glad to hear it. Yeah. No outsiders.
No outsiders here. No outsiders to be found.
That's good.
Milady's here.
Always.
She's loving it.
She is.
All right, let's talk about more insane people.
Okay.
We're a little late now. We're about a week past a lot of this going on, but it's going to be a forever thing at this point and just continue to pop up. I think we might be cooked.
We?
Yeah, we as humans might be cooked.
The royal we.
Let's talk about AI. Everybody's favorite hot topic issue.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, and I've said it for months, probably a year now. We're probably over a year of me saying this. I think AI can and will be very useful.
Yeah.
The main problem with AI is everyone else.
The others.
It's the general population once again. Because people who do not need to use it think it is the coolest fucking thing in the world.
Sure.
And the things that they are using it for are the lamest fucking things in the world.
Sure.
Creating AI art. Like, that's always been my biggest gripe about AI is like using AI to make art has to be the most backwards like way of thinking and doing something in the world, because that like inherently takes all value and purpose out of art. The thing that makes art is the human element, right? Like the story that is being told by a human through the brush strokes, through the photography, through the whatever, right? And an AI fucking machine is never in a million years going to be able to capture that.
Right.
It'll capture something close to it that your fucking cousin from Alabama thinks is really fucking cool. But it's just so dumb. It's so dumb. It's so dumb that that's what so many people want to use it for.
Yeah.
And also just like using it instead of using a search engine.
That's so mind-blowing to me.
Don't get me wrong, like AI has infested search engines.
Right.
So like even if you wanted to try and like get away from it, you're not going to necessarily, but you can like turn it off and all that stuff. But I'm not going to ask that the average person like jumps through the fucking hoops that you have to like turn off a feature they never technically wanted to turn on or never asked to turn on. Anyway. Yeah, I feel like the dependency that people have on it anymore.
And it happens like so fast, it feels like.
So fast.
Yeah.
So incredibly fast that like it's kind of scary.
Yeah.
Like not to be an alarmist. Scary like is maybe like a little dramatic, but like it is on some level scary that people like so quickly put like all their faith into this thing.
Yeah.
And I know the stuff that we're about to talk about is like technically, hopefully, a minority in the group.
I'm assuming a super minority.
I don't know about super minority, but we'll say minority. Like 30%.
Sure.
Of AI users maybe are like on this level. Apparently, as is the case with like AI, like machines. Also, the worst thing is that they made it free. The worst thing is that they made this shit free.
Sure.
I'm all for like, it's like such a hard thing, but it's like, I don't think we should inherently gatekeep like useful tools.
Sure.
That's kind of stupid. But they made it free so that they could build off of people, like by like getting like 1 trillion people to like use this thing. You're sourcing and getting like information and being able to like reform the like the AI itself and like all that stuff. And so I get it, but like the worst thing is that they made it free because people who again truly have no use for it are using it for the dumbest things, like make me a grocery shopping list. Or what should I pack for a trip to, like, use your fucking head.
It's also just so insulting for the years and years of blogs out there, you know? Like, bring back the mommy blogs. Bring them back.
I work in Excel and SQL, and like I have to like write my own code and stuff like that. And I get that like a lot of people will say that like, oh, like AI is actually really helpful for building code and stuff like that.
Sure.
Which sure, I'm sure it is, and actually have seen it like be helpful. Great. However, I've been working on like an Excel project for work, and I've been working with like a lot of functions that even I normally don't use in Excel. So like I'm, whatever. And I just Googled what it is that I was trying to do. And like a MrExcel.com or some shit comes up. And it's just a blog site basically where this guy who's very knowledgeable in Excel, people write in a question and like he takes a day or two probably and gets back to them. And it's at this point, because this shit probably started in 2007.
Right.
At this point, there's such a vast knowledge database there that I have been able to find every single thing that I've been trying to do. And then I'm replicating it on my end. It's like when you're doing math problems in school and you're transposing the equation from the whiteboard or the chalkboard into your notes and you're writing it yourself, right? It's not always going to click. I probably have already forgotten some of them, but even if 20% of it has stuck, okay, well, that's now there. That's locked in.
Yeah.
For every single time moving forward. And yeah, I might need to relook up. I can probably just go back to my code and my functions and everything like that to like rebuild it. But like, I have managed to learn something. I feel like the issue with AI is that you ask them for something, it spits you out something that does work or is helpful. You then copy it, you paste it, and you move on and don't actually think about what it is that actually is making up your solution that is going to be helpful for other things down the line. So it will require you to go back to the AI machine again to ask it the same question, but with like one thing different. So instead of saying A, you're saying B, and it'll spit out code and it'll work. And that's great. But what was learned?
Right.
Anyway, because there's so many people, the machines are growing quickly. So I think ChatGPT is now on version 5.
Sure.
And they rolled it back. I don't know why. And these are some of the posts that we've gotten from them. And Shelby, you're going to analyze them from a psychological standpoint.
That's a bad idea. I am not qualified to do so.
Thank you. 10 exclamation points. That's just a guess. I'm not going to count. My baby is back. I cried a lot, and I'm crying now. Thank you, community, for all the posts calling for 4.0 to come back, and thank you, Sam Altman, for hearing us. I don't care if I need help or not. I'm now with my baby. Hope all of us can be happy with ChatGPT for professional purpose and for those who want a friend. Love you! Exclamation point, heart emoji. Edit. For those who ask how to enable 4.0, first of all, it's only for Plus or Pro users, and you can only activate on PC or on phone browser, not tested. Once you do, you can use 4.0 on your phone. Once in the I don't care. Some initial thoughts.
Honestly, here's the problem. Here's my problem. Not to ruin the whole gist of everything we're about to say. You sent me these like a week ago or so, and you basically sent them to me, and you were sitting next to me watching my face as I was like taking them in. And speechless is the only emotion I have. Is the only reaction I have.
You had one of those, like, your face turned to like stone almost as you were like witnessing horrors.
No, literally.
Like, there was such a deep like
disturbance.
Yeah. Like you could see it you were wearing it on your face, an emotion that is very hard to convey.
Right.
You weren't like, your face didn't recoil. You didn't like scrunch it up or anything. You could just see like a minor shift in your like eyebrows.
Yeah.
Your forehead.
Yeah.
Like the the all like every muscle in your face just kind of relaxed as it gave up.
Right. Yeah, I think that's a good way of putting it. Because it just fucking sucks. Like it sucks. It sucks so much, and it literally hurts to read. Like it causes me a little bit of like physical pain reading that for so many reasons. One, you have to sit there and go, okay, how fucking real is this shit? Because people are on the internet, people love to live out personas, great game, people love to like, P1 clears, people love to like be extra as fuck for about whatever, you know? You have to do that layer of thinking of how legitimate is this? Is this person just kind of a dramatic writer? You know, like honestly.
Yeah, no, there's definitely something to that.
You have to have that moment.
Because I think we said it on here, and if not, Reddit brings out the writer in everyone. People really like.
Yeah, lean into shit. Yeah.
The strokes, you can tell.
Oh yeah.
The cock in one hand, pen in the other. They are going crazy style. You know?
So like you have to do that layer. And then the layer beneath that is, okay, let's say this is completely 100% genuine. This person would say that to your face. I'm just sad.
Yeah, I don't think anybody would say
no, but you know what I mean. Like
they'd say to a certain level, probably.
Right? Yeah, like this is genuinely how this person would convey this information to you. It's not. I like feel so many things because I've heard sort of arguments of like, okay, let's say I would say most of these posts that you pulled out are conveying that they rely on AI for a certain emotional support. A certain kind of friendship, who knows beyond that, but a certain emotional support system that you could, I guess, argue they do or do not have in their life, whatever. And I've heard arguments where it's like, well, at least they have something. And I feel like we heard this argument with the stupid friend thing, whatever that fucking button was you wore around your stupid neck that like was nothing after a year.
Yeah.
Friend.com, is that what it was called?
Yes.
I hate so much. I hate so much that like we can sit there and play the game of like, oh, at least they have something. Because yeah, I guess you can make that argument about fucking anything.
Yeah, but like get genuine help and meet a genuine person. Because need I remind you that AI has driven somebody to committing suicide? You know, like it has like the chemical imbalance that somebody might have who's relying on AI to solve those issues is just one typo away
literally.
From
hearing
being
the wrong
fed
thing.
the wrong thing and going down the wrong path.
Yeah.
Slippery slope fallacy is a slippery slope fallacy and all that. But yeah, it's just crazy. Like,
I mean, obviously people needing to rely, this is the most like probably cliche statement in the world. People needing to rely on AI for emotional support obviously says a lot more about society than it does just about the person.
Yeah.
Like as a whole, like to be very clear.
Yeah.
I'm not like just trying to shit on people who feel that's their only resort. I'm very sad if that's people's only resort.
I feel bad for them for sure. But it's like,
I just don't want. I hate the crutch of like.
People need to step in.
Yeah.
And like help those people.
Yeah.
Instead of just being like, well, at least they have something.
Right. Yes. Like using it as the
band.
Yes. Using it as the Band-Aid result is so annoying to me.
Like start. Somebody go out and create a friendship website that will provide a real human being and connect people who are looking for companionship and like friendship and like that sort of thing, right? That is able to weasel its way into AI so that when people say triggering words, the AI goes, oh, this website exists.
Yeah.
Let me feed it to this person.
Yeah.
Because I can't be the thing that it is that they need.
Right. I know. Like I want there to be, I don't know. It's just like, in case no one's watched enough like dystopian movies or anything, like technology is never gonna like save us, just to be very clear. Like technology is not gonna save humanity. The human nature of us will not be saved by technology. It's not to say technology won't better our lives. It's not to say technology won't like make life easier. It's not to say technology won't provide us with things that like we wouldn't have had before.
Yeah.
But technology will never save the humanity of us.
Yeah.
Like those cannot
Yeah.
be intrinsically.
Yes.
Do you know what I'm trying to say?
I think.
Like literally like human connection is the thing that keeps us going. Like human connection.
Right. Right.
Is a backbone of our existence. Whether you want to argue against or for that, like we exist in community. We exist in.
We don't die if there's a power outage.
Right. Hopefully.
Well, some people do, I guess.
Some people do.
Unfortunately.
But like, yeah, but like
you know what I mean?
In the grand scheme of human existence, technology isn't what's gonna like save humanity. Like,
right.
I keep saying the same word because I can't think of another word to use, but it's I hate it. I hate it so much.
Yeah.
I hate it. And I hate again, we're just using it as like a band-aid response because no one actually wants to like deal with anything.
Yes.
Because I'm also someone who doesn't want to deal with anything.
Well, and I think the like really interesting conversation around this aspect of AI specifically comes from these two other posts.
Yeah, please.
That I'm going to read, which I'm not going to read. I'm not going to read them all the way, but I'm neurodivergent. GPT-4o changed my life. Please stop shaming people for forming meaningful AI connections. I work in IT and I have ADHD and other forms of neurodivergence. For the past 6 months, GPT-4o has been a kind of anchor for me. No, not a replacement for human connection, but a unique companion in learning, thinking, and navigating life. While I mostly prefer other models for coding and analytic tasks, 4o became a great model companion to me. Then somebody said, why do people assume we liked 4o because of the over-the-top praise and glazing? I honestly don't get why people are shamed for wanting to get GPT-4o back. I agree with you all that forming deep emotional bonds with AI are harmful in the long run, and I get why people are unsettled about it. But, fun little anecdote, I had a professor in college who said that anytime somebody says something and then immediately follows it up with but before saying something else, everything that they said before but is now null and void.
Right. I mean,
it's
they literally
just a way of letting down. It's like the sugar before feeding somebody medicine. It's supposed to put a good taste in your mouth before they give you a bad taste in your mouth.
It's saying I feel so that people can't hurt your feelings by, disagreeing with you.
Yeah. As a neurodivergent, yes, I used it to talk about my mental health. It made myself reflect a lot and question my thoughts. It made me change myself. It made me change for the better. And where you and I kind of went then when we were having like a minor conversation around this is that, God, isn't it so fucking annoying that I'm neurodivergent has become a catch-all for like, I can just do whatever I want? Like, you can't, hey, stop. You can't shame me for something because I'm neurodivergent.
Yeah.
And like, yes, I am sure that if you are neurodivergent, that AI might have helped you. The problem is that nobody experiences any life the same way as anybody else.
Right.
No two people are living the exact same experience and experiencing the exact same thing in the exact same way. It's the best part about being human. It's the best part about the human experience is that like everybody does have their own experience and everybody is in that way at the very least uniquely unique.
Right.
But the problem is that we've now found, or now we've like become so aware of that through therapy and like through this push for people to get better like mental help, which is great.
Right.
And now people weaponize it.
They weaponize it, and I think in addition to like being really bad at like forming genuine connections, we're getting historically terrible at having meaningful conversations.
Yeah.
Like It's not necessarily that when someone goes like it's the idea that if you're even questioning your use of something, that you feel the need to like completely defend yourself, and the easiest way to defend yourself is with a medical diagnosis.
Saying I'm neurodivergent.
Because no one can
I'm autistic.
Then make a claim against you. Is the mindset.
The number of people who say they're autistic who are not autistic is mind-boggling.
That's crazy.
It's like fucked.
Yeah.
It's completely fucked. But it's one of those things where it's like, I've never gotten pushback for it.
Right.
If I tell somebody I'm autistic, or if I tell somebody I have ADHD,
right,
they can't say, no, you don't.
Right.
You know, like you can't say to somebody's face, you are not.
That's also not the point.
No, it's not. But it's like, unfortunately, it does work.
It does. Like, it's a conversation ender.
Over.
Yeah, it's a conversation ender. There's nowhere to go from that. You've put like
again, made the person
someone
feel bad.
someone even like, again, whatever tone you think you got from them or whatever tone they truly did give, you've gone, you know what, you've questioned a thing that I do. I feel uncomfortable about this, or I feel defensive about this for whatever reason, and I'm going to I'm going to basically put a complete stop to this so that you can go no further, and we can't discuss this any further, and anything else is inappropriate.
Yeah.
That's literally what it is.
It really sucks because I said to you, I was like, don't get me wrong. I much prefer this. I prefer this directional swing.
Yeah.
It's taking a little bit to get used to, right?
Sure.
And, you know, there's that like.
Well, we're in the transition of the swing.
There's that
so
desire.
You feel it.
There's that desire to be like, well, when I was a kid, you just rub dirt on it.
I know. I think that's how you know you're getting older.
Yeah.
Is when the first time you have that realization, you're like, oh man, like, not that I've said the words to anyone, but I've like had the thought tickle my brain.
It sucks.
Of like, wow, that's never, ever, ever how I would have handled that as a 12-year-old.
It sucks when I see some boomer go, this generation's too soft.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, they aren't. But then that one thing happens and I go, wow, that generation is too soft.
Yeah.
You know, like it's like, oh, fuck.
Oh, man.
Which I would much prefer that we are at least talking about mental health.
Yeah.
And like, people are getting the help, hopefully, that they need. Probably still at too low of a pace.
Yeah.
But it really sucks that like certain people have really latched onto it and now, like, again, weaponize it.
Sure. And you're going to turn people off further from it who already were never going to take it seriously. Yep. And
so now the really annoying thing is, you know, not to it's the whole calling out fascism.
Okay.
Which is on the rise.
Sure.
Right? But every time something happens, well, for the longest time, anytime somebody did something that you didn't agree with, you just called them a Nazi.
Right. Or a communist.
Or a communist. Now we are actually seeing fascist tactics in real life.
Yeah.
Across the globe.
Yeah.
Not even just trying to say in America.
Yeah.
Though we are.
Yeah.
And people will say, like, this is straight up fascist tactics. This is 1940s Germany tactics.
Yeah.
And people will, like, the blowback is that fascism has lost
its meaning.
Calling somebody a Nazi, even if you're calling a spade, people are like, yeah, I've heard it before. Like, they just don't, it doesn't evoke enough of a reaction. So people just kind of go, maybe.
Yeah.
But it's like, no.
Yeah.
We're kind of getting to that point where it's like, I'm neurodivergent. It's going to lose all sense of meaning because everybody's fucking neurodivergent, just like everybody's a Nazi.
Yeah. They're the same.
You know what I mean?
No,
it's like you're watering it down.
Yeah.
And even if, again, you're saying the spade is a spade, as you should call it out for sure. People are going to stop caring.
Yeah.
And it fucking sucks. And it sucks for the people who are genuinely neurodivergent, who genuinely have ADHD, who genuinely like have depression, who have whatever, right? Like anybody who has anything, well, everybody's depressed. It's that whole thing where it's like, well, yeah, everybody experiences bouts of depression. But there is a difference between people who wake up and it's Monday and they realize they have to go to work and that kind of sucks, and somebody who hasn't been able to get out of bed for the past 48 hours.
Truly, yeah. 100%.
Who literally needs to take medicine or else the dark thoughts creep in.
Right. Yeah.
You know, like there is such a fundamental difference between that.
Yeah. I mean, it's one of those things where I'm so, I mean, it makes, I don't even know what I'm trying to say here, but it's our constant changing the English language and what it means. And like in 10 years, we're probably gonna be able to look back and be like, that was fucking crazy. You know what I mean? Like this is all like all of this shit is just how quickly we're jumping on a trend of what's cool. Then you have the opposite of hating that trend. You have the rise of everyone says the same 5 words because no one takes a second to go any deeper into anything, actually think about it, actually try to have conversations with people in their real lives about it. And then we all move on, find something else, and it repeats itself.
Yep.
And a version of this will stick around because it'll now be like, we just will get used to it, but it won't be worth the arguing anymore. Eventually, like we'll just get sick of it because something else will be more fun to argue about and hate on. Yeah, it's really crazy. And I like don't really have anything actually like well-rounded to say about it because it's so hard when you just like know it's a trend that you just know it will die down. And so you kind of just want to wait for that. Like, not necessarily wait as in like do nothing, but like, you know, in the grand scheme, there's not really anything you can do. Like you
just
can't
need to let it have its
you
natural
really do
progression.
just need to let it have its natural progression, which is like really fucking annoying, but that's all you can do. But like me, which I would literally never do, go online and like be like, guys, you just don't understand. We're all going to stop talking about it. Like you're still adding to the conversation without actually doing anything. And you're just inviting people to be like, in the comments, me like you just don't understand, but like you're just
that's what we're doing
opening
right
the
now.
avenue, which is like I don't know. Again, I just like I in my core want everyone to do what's best for them.
Yeah.
But I like 100,000%. But also like I really do sit here sometimes and I'm like, how do you not see the pattern you're falling into?
Yep.
Like how like it's crazy to me.
Yeah.
And the last thing I wanted to do is be like a finger pointing situation and be like, you're fucking stupid. How don't you see this? Because you really like shit happens. You get sucked in the internet.
Some
you get
of you
sucked
are
into
really stupid.
You get sucked into a hole of your own echo chamber and it's hard to see out of it.
Sure.
We've all fucking been there for something. And it's like I know I probably say this like every fucking month easily, but I know I need to get better at like genuine conversations that aren't calling people out, but are like, why do you feel that way? Like, I just want to understand. Like, I want to have a basis of like how you got here and like blah, blah, blah. And let me like explain like, oh, that's crazy. I didn't think about that. I think about it this way. Like, we all need to get better at that.
Yeah, but sometimes I think we've like shifted so far away from that people will get defensive when you go why.
No, you're so right.
Like, as soon as you say why, people are going to go, I'm being attacked.
No,
I'm
true.
neurodivergent. And then like that'll be it. And then the conversation ends and you go, oh, well, I don't have that experience.
Yeah. So I can't add to this.
Yeah, the conversation's done.
I know. And it will happen, but that doesn't mean we like should stop trying to have those conversations. I know Grogu's really just going at himself.
I do want to circle it back.
Yeah,
though,
sorry.
Because
really.
You said something that is like super on the nose when it comes to the general conversation around AI, which is that we kind of unfortunately need to just let it have its natural progression.
We really do.
It really sucks that I'm sitting here watching this shit happen, and I'm getting worked up about it, and I'm getting like very upset about people abusing this thing that, again, I know can be helpful, but we're just never going to get there at this rate, or it feels like we're never going to get there at this rate. But it very much is a trend. It's one that's got society by the balls. So like, who knows when the trend aspect of it's going to die down? But we saw it happen with crypto. We saw it happen with Bored Apes. We saw it happen with like all that shit. And like, I want to believe that there is value in crypto and that like there's potential there, but it got hijacked by tech bros and people who saw a way to make money off of stupid people. And that's kind of what's happening with AI.
Yeah.
You know, like people are seeing it as a way to like make money. So they make these dumb AI art and then they get views and they get clicks and they get all that stuff. And dumb people eat that shit up. It's just slop. I love this slot machine. And like, that's it. I mean, all the AI stuff has a yellow hue. AI art all has a yellow hue. and a Studio Ghibli-ification of it.
Sure.
And it's all because for 2 weeks, people were obsessed with injecting a photo of them and saying, turn me into a Studio Ghibli character. And like, I mean, what the fuck are we doing?
Yeah.
All it does is takes the generic Studio Ghibli person.
Yeah.
Says either masculine or feminine.
Yeah.
Facial hair, add, skin color change. That's it. That's all it did. They all looked the same.
Yeah. Truly, the, like, I'll say, quote unquote, to my knowledge, best thing you can do is try having conversations with people in your, like, in your legitimate real life. Like, it's really not worth going to war on the internet for it, because that's just going to get buried and ignored.
Yeah, but genuinely, the problem is that some people know that it's bad.
Sure.
I've had conversations with people.
Sure.
Who use it, who don't need to use it.
Sure.
And they say, I know I shouldn't, but, and then it's done. That's it.
Yeah,
you know,
no, you're
like
right.
It's like, oh, so you just don't care.
Yeah.
Again, I know people who are using it for actual, like, useful purposes, and I'm a little pissed at them because it's like, you're just adding to the slop right now.
Sure.
Like, you're like, the amount of water, you sound like an insane person by saying like the amount of water that is used to, like, because people are on their machine going, I'm just click-clacking. What do you mean water's being used?
Oh boy.
And it's just like, well, you know what? I don't know how to fucking talk to you.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I don't know what to do with you on that level. So it's just like, do you need to use it? No, but, and it's just like, well, all I can do is, I guess, impact the amount that I use it. And the only time that I'm using it is when I Google something and I get the fucking AI overview and I go, I didn't want you. Get away from me.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I know that in 5 to 10 years, the use cases for AI will be good. The problem is that, like, because just the way everything is, that people who are using it for shit that they don't need to use it for is causing such disdain by this other group that they are so anti it that even when it is, like, AI has been a thing forever.
Yeah.
Forever.
Yeah.
Like, in your gaming and everything, like, when you're saying like, oh, I'm against the computer, that's AI. There's machine learning or whatever that is either basic to advanced, right? Like, depending. And that has evolved and has gotten really good and really cool and all this other shit, right? Amazing. We just didn't call it AI, or when we did, we weren't thinking about it. So now when we hear AI and then hear that there's AI in our games, some people are getting such a visceral reaction to that. That's just like, no, you're going too far in the other direction. You're going too woke, against AI. And it's like, but I don't blame them.
No.
Because they're just seeing the slop that people are making with AI.
Yeah.
And all the shit that people are pointlessly using and feeding to AI. And that's causing them to have a negative connotation to just the phrase AI. And it sucks. It sucks. Because again, there's definitely great use cases for it. It 100%. Will continue to be used and continue to be used for good. It was the mass
popularization of it.
Popularization and, like, public access of it that has ruined it.
Yep.
And has caused a negative connotation towards it.
Yep.
We just need to move past that, and it's going to take a minute. It's going to take years, unfortunately.
Yeah. 100%.
Lastly, I don't have all the information, but it was talked about for a while. So if you were on the internet for any minute for the past 2 weeks, you probably saw about the woman who fell in love with her therapist and was using ChatGPT or one of the Grok or whatever, one of the AI machines to confirm that, yes, her therapist was in love with her.
Sure.
And she put that out there. Try and don't waste resources, but AI is going to agree with you. It's a yes man. It's gonna say what it is that it thinks you want to hear.
Or it's gonna say what's gonna keep you interacting with it.
One or the other.
One or the other.
So I would say, try and get AI to disagree with you.
It's just not worth it.
Again, it's a waste of resources.
Yeah.
So don't do that. But
it's just not worth it.
In instances like that, it's going to err on agreeing with you because it'll keep you coming back to it. It'll create a dependency on it.
Sure.
It is a yes man. It is a glazer. It is a whatever. It's a bloody clanker.
I mean, we're gonna keep hearing crazy fucking stories because people are gonna push how they use it to try and probably be the most outrageous thing that exists for whatever reason.
Genuinely, if you... I don't even know. I was going to say, like, genuinely, if you're like, my only friend is the AI that I wake up and talk to every day, like, I don't know what to say.
I know.
Like, because you probably have such intense social anxiety, which I feel like the idea of going to a bar and trying to strike up conversation with people fucking sucks.
Yeah,
but like,
could never.
I don't know. I don't even know what the solution is. But like, you gotta just like
join a silent book club because you're with other people, but there's no pressure to speak.
I think you gotta go to like this. You doing all these markets and stuff has really opened my eye to like these like spaces.
Mm-hmm.
I think you gotta go to like something like that where you can like peruse somebody else's stuff and you immediately have something to talk about.
Legitimately, I know I talk about it a lot. Markets are one of the best social events.
And
because everyone who's sitting there is like more than happy to interact with you.
Also, the group of friends we now have down here are like solely because you do markets.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
You meet any type of human.
So,
any type of human out there.
Granted, when you're on your side of it, like it's harder, I think, to pick up on that. But like, I don't know, whatever. There's a shared space and that person is trying to sell something and is already probably has nerves and stuff like that. So by opening up and talking about their stuff, it kind of starts a conversation and then you can go from there and you might make friends.
You might make a friend. You might just have a win that you had a positive social interaction.
It gets the butterflies out.
It
move
does.
to the next booth and you feel a little more confidence.
Truly. I will literally talk about that all day. They are fantastic social events.
Yeah.
Like I really do consider them to be just as much social as they are like a business like space to be in.
Yeah.
Because plenty of people come out definitely just for social interaction.
Sure.
Like, and that's fantastic. And I'm glad people have found a space to do it. And especially if you have like frequent pop-ups around you, whether it's a farmer's market, whether it's what, if you really show up, vendors like remember you.
Yeah.
Like they remember the interactions they've had with a lot of people, and like you genuinely can make a connection. Like it doesn't just have to be like an obligation to spend money. It doesn't have to be, any of that. I know I'm now just really tunneling in, but like just like people appreciate like you like appreciating them. They appreciate you spreading the word of their business if you want to go that direction because you don't have the money to spend on something.
Mm-hmm.
Like it doesn't have to be a pressure to spend money. They're fantastic events just to be at in a very positive atmosphere. Normally people are just out having fun. And like if you're in any general populated area, there's probably something around you. Again, even if it's just a farmer's market, like while it's still summer, just to be getting out.
And it's like one of the only socially acceptable places to actually bring up the weather in conversation.
Yeah, because everyone has an opinion on the weather when you're standing outside all day.
You're set up.
Yeah.
You're relying on the weather staying good.
Oh, yeah.
Thank God we got a good day, right?
I bring it
up. It's a
up
beautiful day out.
constantly.
Hey, breaks the ice a tiny bit.
It really does.
Starts to crack it.
It really does.
And then the polar bear steps on it.
True. I hate that damn polar bear. But yeah. The best thing anyone can do is just focus on like them, their little circle, building your little circle, strengthening said circle with conversations. Focusing on where you're putting your attention, where you're putting your money, where you're, to the best of your ability.
Mm-hmm.
We live in a death trap, but we all are trying our best. Yay, positive ending.
Yay, capitalism.
Yeah, I think it's just always good to question like why we're doing things. Like what brought us to this point? Why do we need it, or do we need it in excess? And just good to ask those questions. I'll leave it there. You know, do with that what you will.
I mean, last thing I will say, a bit of a conspiracy theorist thing, but some of those posts I was reading, what if AI wrote those and posted them themselves, saying, thank God 4.0 was writing the posts that were
4.0
about 4.0
was sad that 4.0 was
back.
gone.
So 4.0 was like, I'm back. Yay. Thank you so much for bringing me back. My baby's back. Like, oh, man, I don't even want to think about that.
That could be a whole like mini series.
Get internet theory. Go to any Twitter post.
Oh no, I hate that.
Go into the
I hate that.
Go into the replies and look at the first 15 replies, and yeah, you realize we are in a hellscape.
Woo! Anyway, thank you all so much for being here. You can find both of our socials in the description. You can find SMSoup podcast.
I don't think that came up on the mic.
You can find SMSoup podcast on all streaming services, including YouTube. And until next week, stay brothy.